What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over another LEGO Star Wars set review. Today we're going to be going over set number 75272 with 470 pieces, and this is the Sith TIE Fighter. So we actually get three fantastic minifigures in this set. So we get a Knight of Ren, a First Order TIE Pilot, and Finn. So let's go and look at a more detailed look of each of these minifigures. So let's start off with Finn. So Finn has a beautiful print design on him. He has full leg printing, waist printing, and torso printing. So he just looks fantastic. Here's a look from the front, and here's a look from the back. I also really love the hairpiece. I think it really fits his character nicely. So moving on, next we have the First Order TIE Pilot, and this one just looks really great. I love the printing on this, especially that helmet mold, how it has the little rubbery piece which goes from the helmet and gives like the illusion that's connected to the torso. I really love that. Also, back printing is, it's nothing special. It just has a few of those little like vents, I guess you could say, that the TIE Pilot has. So this figure is good. It's nothing really special. I'm not sure if we got in this one before, but I'm pretty sure we have in some other sets. So next up, we have our third and final minifigure, and this is the exclusive Knight of Ren. So this figure is exclusive to this set, and just one thing I want to note is that LEGO doesn't actually put exclusive or new next to the figures on the boxes like they used to do, and I just really wish they would do that. Like, moving on, let me know what you guys think about that, but I just think it adds to it and makes it like a lot cooler for collectors and stuff to know that this is exclusive to this set. But anyway, moving on, this figure looks fantastic. It has full printing like the other ones on the torso, the waist, and the legs. I also love the headpiece that they gave him. It's just really great. And here's a look at the back as well. It's not really anything special, but it's still nice that they included it. So overall, I think that the figures do add to the value pretty significantly, especially that Knight of Ren being that it's exclusive, and it's the only way to complete the Knight of Ren collection that you can get from buying the other sets. But overall, minifigs are A+. I really like them. But now let's move on to the main ship itself. So as you can see, the design is pretty unique, but it's very true to the universe, and I really like it personally. I find it hilarious how people call it the Dorito Fighter, but I can totally see why. Those triangle wings are just, they're just calling for you to just eat them. But I don't know. And jokes aside, I really love this, and I also love how it comes with a stand. This way, if you're an adult displaying it, like, you can still do that in a pretty nice fashion right out of the box. But if you're also a kid, like, who just wants to play with it, you can do that as well. So moving into the center of the build, which is the cockpit, I really like that custom print element. I also love how it's in red, so it kind of like goes hand in hand with the red highlights on the wings. Another thing to note is the beautiful tiled off finish on the bottom. I just think that looks amazing, and I'm so happy they ended up going with that look. There is a downside to this set though when you open the cockpit. So as you can see, it opens with just two steps. Just pull down the front windshield and then the top roof part. But when you have to put it back, there's an extra step because you end up pulling back this hinge panel for details on the back of the cockpit, which I'll show now. And it's just annoying to have that extra step. Here you go. Yeah, you can see. You pull that one back, and then that one stays, so you have to pull that hinge back as well. It's just annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it's just something to keep in mind. Before I forget to mention it though, there are spring-loaded missiles in this set integrated into the wings pretty beautifully actually. There's a piece that if you push down on it, it just shoots the missile out, so I really like that, and it's not like obtrusive like some other sets. It's really well integrated into the wing. Another thing I shouldn't forget to mention is that the joint in between the cockpit and the wing does a really good job holding the thing into place. So this wing is actually pretty heavy. You can feel it when you're building it, that the weight really adds up between those pieces, and this thing does a great job when you're like shaking it around or swooshing it or whatever you want to do with it. It will like never break off, which is really good to know, especially for like a playset like this. So I was really glad to learn that when I built it up. Here's another look from the back of the ship, and I really love the tiled off finish on the cockpit. They do a really good job creating that round surface. Also on the back of the wings, I like how it's gray, not black. It really breaks up the color of the wings, and it's just pretty refreshing to see. But to close this video off, would I recommend picking this set up before it retires within the next few months? I would say yes, probably, but it's like a really close margin just because of this $80 price point. I personally got this for a damaged box deal at my Lego store. I got $20 off, which was really great. And if it retailed for that $60 price point, like, I would recommend this like a no-brainer. The minifigs are great. The build is pretty good. But for that $80 price point, it's just a little bit too steep, I would say. I think that this set will go up in value just because it's so unique. I don't ever see them really remaking a Sith TIE fighter, being that The Rise of Skywalker was The Rise of Skywalker and it wasn't the most popular movie. I think they're probably going to be focusing more on like original trilogy and prequels, to be honest, going forward. Although, they'll still make sequel sets, but I think this is definitely one of those niche things that if we do see it again, it won't be for a long time. So would I pick this up? I would say yes, but try to find a deal for it because you're really going to be getting more value if you find it even for like 10% off, 15% off. You're going to really feel the value a lot more than if you're paying that full $80 for the set. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end. Make sure to drop a comment down below of what you thought of this set and what you thought of the review. I could always use tips and pointers, I'm still learning, but have you picked this set up? Do you plan on picking it up? Let me know down below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help the channel. We just hit 20 subscribers, which is crazy to say, being that we've grown so much in the past month. But I can't wait to have more people join us and really grow this community. So make sure to like and subscribe to make that happen. I'll see you guys in the next video.